Hello again, guys and gals. It's Barry with Barry's 8-track and classic car radio repair. And the unit we're demonstrating this time is out of a 1971 Mercury Cougar XR7. Sounds like a pretty cool car. This unit comes from Mark in Bonita Springs, Florida. He has requested pretty much the all bells and whistles package. It's got a modern conversion, wired to the new harness so that he can get the maximum output power of 180 watts peak power for the whole unit. We've got the Bluetooth, the USB reader, the aux input, and we also have my cool little, let me turn down the iris so you can see the labeling better. Just momentarily turn down this camera iris a little bit if I can find it. This has all of our, this little unique box of mine has all of your line outputs, left and right, front and rear, subwoofer output, and also has your auxiliary input. So that's an extra, needless to say, that's an extra charge to add that. Let's turn our iris back up. Whoop, that's not the iris. This is the iris. There we go. Alrighty, and we're just running it through a quick final test to make sure everything works before we send her back to the customer. I have it set to FM at the moment. This was originally an AM-FM radio anyway, so it has an AM-FM switch. So needless to say, we just switched between the two for AM and FM. Turn her on.
For the best 6 years running. So if old Bessie's on her last
and we're going to run it up and down the dial and make sure we pick up a good 25 or 30 FM stations.
I'm Mary Louise Kelly. And I'm Audie Cornish. Let's take a moment now. All things considered from NPR News.
On the count of three, you can have
3 in Prescott overnight.
Bob Wills is still.
No extra monthly fee?
I was really fascinated by the poet.
Chicken. To celebrate that.
My house was one of those.
It's the world's greatest honey.
Member NYSE, SIPC.
Okay, so that's pretty typical, about 27 or 28 FM stations. I'm going to switch it over to AM, make sure the AM works.
Thing to do for the future, Prescott, and I think that's what we're going to do.
Exciting to be able to,
Okay, and there's our strong AM station. So we'll flip it back to FM just for fun. Okay, let's. What do we want to test next? Let's go ahead and activate the Bluetooth function. And to do that, there's one of the ways you can do it is just by turning the volume control twice in the direction of higher volume, and we should hear a female voice coming on saying Bluetooth ready to pair. So let's try that.
Bluetooth ready to pair.
Okay, and as is usually the case, I don't take the time to pair it with a device, and all that. Time is kind of limited on the videos, so we just want to make sure it activates. So now we're going to test the USB reader, and this is just a little dongle that comes out the back of the radio. I've got a little stick with my commercial, my radio commercial on it, so we'll just plug it in, make sure that switches over and works. Okay, and that's my radio commercial. Unplug the USB stick, radio comes back. Let's go ahead and test the virtual balance and fader functions. On a lot of these units, the balance and fader controls aren't working too well anymore, so now we can control both the left-right balance and the front-rear fade with the tone control. So what we're going to do now is we're going to first find something that's got a little bit more activity on it. Alrighty, and I'm going to bring our output level meters into the picture so we can see the results of our adjustments. Oops, wrong button. There we go.
Decided who I'm going to vote for.
Be a part of the show. Listen in.
Okay, we're going to activate the virtual front rear fader We do that by giving our tone control 2 turns to the right. So naturally, we want to rotate this control to where we've got room to rotate it in either direction. We're going to turn this control twice to the right. Okay, there's the female voice saying pairing not completed. Alrighty, 2 quick turns to the right on the tone control to activate the front rear fader. Okay, fader adjust. Okay, and now the tone control is adjusting our front rear. There's front only, rear only, front only, rear only. Okay, I'm going to center the front and rear. Okay, I'll take my hand off the control. 1 beep lets us know the function's timed out and the setting has been saved. And as you can see, we're a little bit uneven on the left-right balance. The right side's a little strong, so let's activate the left-right balance control. Same procedure, except we rotate our tone control twice to the left. So here we go.
Balance fader. Com events. The community events
Okay,
calendar.
now we're adjusting.
105.7. It's all
This tone control is adjusting our left to right balance. Left only, right only, left only, right only. Okay, I'm going to center the speakers. And 1 beep lets us know that that setting has been saved. And I didn't do real well on the balance. We could adjust it again, but you get the idea. So we've tested the left-right balance, the front-rear fader, the USB, the Bluetooth, the AM and FM functions. Last thing is let's go ahead and plug something into our line input. I guess we don't really need the balance meters anymore. We're just going to feed a quick tone into the aux input, make sure that switches over and activates. Okay, there's one side. And there's the other side. And now after using the aux function, the radio will wait 20 seconds before coming back. If you don't like that delay, just turn the unit off, turn it right back on, and the radio will come back immediately. The aux input, the aux circuit holds onto the aux input a little bit longer than necessary just to make sure it's not switching back and forth between songs and during quieter moments of music. Radio should be coming back right now. Okay, last thing to test, the 8-track function. So here we go. Some Anne Murray singing to us sweetly. And you might notice that after I get done with your 8-track, it sounds a lot brighter and crisper and cleaner. That's because I replaced the original preamp with my own special tape head preamp, which is designed to bring out more treble. Okay, let's switch tracks a bunch of times. Nice, bright sounding 8-track. Might actually be a little bit too much treble, but on an older tape, you're going to want that extra treble.
Give it to a charity. Take this heart. Hand in hand we'll go, dancing through the Milky Way. Oh, my time going down, and you don't dress in the best of taste. And nature didn't give you such a beautiful face.
Okay, and then just for fun, let's go and try some, what do we want to try this time? How about some Jeannie C. Riley? They're not nailing me for copyright on that one. This is the Harper Valley PTA concept album. Almost all the songs are a spin-off of the Harper Valley deal.
It's the reason you drink and cannot face reality today.
Okay, we're between songs here.
They say the mayor's daughter got another speeding ticket just last week. Said he'd send someone to take us into town. But a man with your money will do what he wants. From all his bootlegged friends that make a killing. And now
Okay, we're going to pull our tape out. The radio comes right back. Notice that there is a volume difference there. Alrighty, so all the functions have been tested. The unit is in, one thing we didn't test is a dial light, so let's turn that on real quick. There's our dial light flashing on and off in response to my manipulation of the controls. So that concludes the test. Everything is working properly. She's ready to go back to the customer. I'm ready to get on to the next job or maybe even the bowling alley. This is Barry with Barry's 8-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair. Needless to say, if you have an 8-track unit either for home or for car use, you can reach me directly at 928-533-9666. You've just seen what I'm able to do on a classic car radio. I can add a FM, Bluetooth, USB reader, aux input, line outputs, and maybe even a few other things that I can't think of at the moment. So my website is in the description below. Thank you, Mark, for your business. Thank you all very much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time.